What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Red Zone Fiends. I am Josh. This is Frank. As football gets near, we have a couple good categories for you guys. But first, just want to give a nice shout out to my nephew Julius Diaz, scoring his first touchdown of his football career.
Number one.
Yeah, here we go. And there he goes in. Make that touchdown. Not a biggie.
Good boy.
All right, so switching off to our batting segment.
Here we go. College football, guys. College football. I don't know about how many people like college football, but I'm a big Michigan guy. Josh, I don't know which one. Michigan, Oregon.
You slowly got me going to Michigan as well.
That's right, Michigan Wolverines. Now, we have two picks for this weekend. First one I'm going to go with is Michigan versus East Carolina University. Michigan ranked number what, 2 or 3 right now?
2, I believe.
All right. So right now the spread is 36.5. I'm not even bothered with the money line. The money line's ridiculous. Spread 36.5. Over under is 52. All right. So I'm looking at the over under 52 right now. Michigan's returning back Blake Corum. He stood back along with Donovan Edwards. Together they went over 2,400 yards, 25 touchdowns. J.J. McCarthy is going to come back. He's he's gonna tear up this defense.
Yeah.
Defense is ranked number 91st in total defense last year. He's going to have a field day with them. East Carolina, though, is coming with their quarterback Garcia, 6'5", 250-pound guy. He's one of the highest quarterback recruits they've had in their league history, or in their team history. So we'll see how he does again. His only threat, though, that I can see is threat that he has with him is Jalen Johnson. He's a transfer from Georgia. He'll be their number one option now. He's 6'2", 195 pounds. He didn't play too much on Georgia, but he's walking into a number one situation. So we'll see how that goes.
So on that, you're going to take the bet for the over, right?
Yes, I'm going to go over the 52 because, like I said, you got Corum back with Donovan Edwards. Edwards actually surprised a lot of people with the production he put up after Blake Corum went down and got hurt. They're going to be a dangerous 1-2 punch. They got one of their All-American linemen coming back. They got a transfer from center. He's supposed to be real good. I think he was like top 5 in the nation last year. So he's going to be coming over. I just see Michigan scoring at will. East Carolina, they'll have a couple good plays, which is why I want to go over the 52. I think Michigan's going to score at least 42 around that area, and East Carolina will probably put up maybe 14, 17 garbage points. So I think that's the way we're going to go with Michigan versus ECU.
Yeah, I like it, definitely. Who else you got?
Okay, second one. Now this one's more of, because it's a new college and everything. This one's more of a risk, but we're gonna go against with TCU versus Colorado. Again, we're gonna push away that money line. We're gonna do the spread is plus or minus 20. Colorado is getting 20 and a half actually. The over under 63.5 minus 110. So you have the reason I went with Colorado, highlighting this one, was because, of course, you got prime time. Deion Sanders coming over from his college to coach the Colorado. Yeah. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be fun to watch, actually, to see how he kind of competes going into the higher divisions like that. So it'll be a good one. I think his team's going to be fired up. Yeah. I think they're going to score somewhat a good little amount on him.
Now, Shadur Thomas Sanders is actually going to be their new quarterback. He's Deion Sanders' son coming over from with him.
Yeah.
So he's more of a mobile quarterback. He is developing he's developing. He's making all of his reads. It's not like he don't belong there, But the test is TCU did really well last year, and that's why, it's with them, you really don't know what you're going to get. The only returning starter they had was Chandler Morris, who's injured in week 1 as a quarterback, got down, and then he got replaced last year. But their defense is going to be horrendous again from last year, so I can see them going over the 63.5 as well. But the difference is because I'm not really 100% positive on Colorado, just because they're getting all these new transfers that Deion's bringing back over. Yeah. So you just don't know who their playmakers are going to be.
Yeah.
So that one, I'm going to actually go with the Colorado plus 20.5, minus 110. Now, my reasoning behind that one, I think it's going to be a score-at-will game. Everybody's going to be scoring. The defenses, I don't think Colorado is going to have enough time to really gel all these new players that they're getting. Same with TCU. They were, like you said, they were bad last year, so I expect them to be bad. I expect a high-scoring game, but I expect Colorado to be able to cover that 20-point. It's too big for me. I'll go with that one.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I like it too. I agree on that. Now, that's great. Switching over to fantasy, we got a couple of quick updates for you guys. Cooper Kupp, he re-aggravated his hamstring. He first tweaked it August 1st. You know, there's already doubts on him this year because of last season. He was hurt all year.
Yeah.
I drafted him this year in my draft. I thought he was going to be a top 3 receiver this year.
Yeah.
But it's kind of going down a little bit, right? What do you think on it?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a scare. It's definitely something to be watching about because it's like, dang, dude, hamstring injuries, they linger. If they're not fully recovered, they're gonna linger. They can go from, if you don't rest right, maybe 3-4 weeks tops. But if you try to come back too soon, you're gonna deal with it the whole season, never be 100%. And to me, it's the beginning of the year. I mean, let's be honest. Nobody really expects too much from the Rams right now, so you might as well protect your career first and your hamstring. So I would think do not play unless you're 100%. But I'm not too worried about it. He's too much of a volume hog.
Yeah. So now we go to CBS rankings now. Here I got it for you guys right here, and basically they have him pretty tier 2 now. So I'm thinking that he's going to be like a round 2 pick. Do you agree with that, or do you still believe he's in that tier 1?
I think he's. If you can get him in the back end of round 1, in the back end, pick 8, pick 9, you're getting a steal. Now, if you're in 10 leagues, then yeah, you can get him 12 leagues, same thing. If you can get him in late round, anywhere from 9, 10, 11, I think that's a good deal.
Yeah.
But because of the tweak or whatever, it does make me kind of nervous. So if I did hold a top 3 pick, top 4 pick, it would make me definitely think twice. I wouldn't blame anybody for drafting somebody else and pushing him back to the later round.
Yeah, I can understand this list a little bit. You know, I wouldn't put him so much as tier 2. I would put Jefferson still above him, of course. Chase above him now. I had him over Chase before. Tyreek Hill, I thought him and Kupp were kind of going to have the same results this season, but definitely going to Tyreek Hill. Now, Stephon Diggs, I thought Kupp was a better pick than Stephon Diggs, but now after this, you know, this scary stuff, I definitely would go with Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, I agree.
The couple things that I don't.
If you're getting 100% Cooper Kupp, then he belongs in tier 1.
If we get the 100%, definitely, I still think he's the top 3. But even with this list, even with his tweak, I still have a hard time putting CeeDee Lamb and Amon-Ra St. Brown and A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson all above.
He's still a top 5 receiver.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'd
He's top tier.
Kupp over him. So.
Especially with them having so many receivers leaving and everything. Kupp's gonna be basically the only wide the receiver with a lot of experience.
Yeah.
So he's gonna command 15, 20 targets a game. Easy.
Yeah, if anything for you Cam Akers drafters, then I think his production is gonna move up a lot. I mean, the last 6 to 8 games, he was one of the top 3 running backs.
Might be a steal.
Yeah. So. If you have Cam Akers and Cooper Kupp like I do on my team, so it's not.
Rams are not going to put up a lot of points, but when they do put up points, it's going to be one of those 2 guys, majority of the time.
Yeah.
I want to say they'll account for at least 40-50% of the touchdowns or the fantasy points coming from that team.
So definitely still worried about this Cooper Kupp situation. Hopefully he comes back week 1, but I would rather him be fully healthy coming back to the season. Switching on to Joe Burrow. We've got a little injury update with him. So he's returned to practice now, right?
Yeah, doing 7-on-7s.
Yeah, he without any leg sleeves for calf support or anything like that. So they're slowly easing him in. Now, if you're a Joe Burrow drafter, do you think you'd be worried a little bit for the first week or 2?
I wouldn't expect to get. Well, if you're in PPR or standard, depending on how your fantasy was ranked or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't expect him be a top 5, top 10 performer. I think they're gonna run the ball a lot, probably milk down the clock until he's healthy, 100%. He's still gonna make the throws, he's still gonna make plays and everything, but I can imagine they're gonna want to keep him limited to maybe 30 dropbacks at most.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah. So definitely, you think Joe Mixon's gonna have more production for the first couple of games until he gets kind of back to normal?
I think Joe Mixon's going to be the hidden sleeper of this year. If you drafted him in the 4th round or later, you got a running back that could possibly win you your fantasy league. He has a lot of he's a very underrated, underappreciated. He's man's always putting up yards. He's on a good offense. Everybody's gonna be backed up because Joe Burrow's got so many weapons with T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd and of course Jamar Chase. That's gonna open running lanes and everything.
Yeah.
I had Joe Mixon 2 years ago. Guy's a beast. Puts up solid numbers.
Yeah. I feel like they can always lean on their running game. So while Joe needs more time.
Yeah.
For the passing, I think they're going to lean on their running game a little bit more than usual, which is great for fantasy drafters of Joe Daddy Mixon.
Yeah. So I don't expect high scoring, but I think he'll be 100% by week 3. I think he'll be slinging it again by week 3.
Yeah, and usually I don't know why for some reason Joe Burrow is always kind of slow in the beginning of the seasons. So once he gets fully healthy, he starts picking up, he's going to be just fine.
Oh, yeah. Once he gets his time and everything, he'll be good.
All right. And our last one is Odell Beckham Jr.
Man, that guy, he's that guy.
Yeah, so they had an interview not too long ago with Odell Beckham. Basically, he's a full-on ready to go. His words were exactly ready to explode on the field. So his ADP is 10, right? So he wasn't on that wide receiver list of tiers at all from CBS. So do you feel kind of like he's being undervalued this year? Or
I think he's being valued too much by Baltimore. 1 year, $15 million deal? Man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. If you think about it, you're saying he's more important to his team than what's his name? The running backs. All those running backs. Josh Jacobs. He's paying them way more than that.
Yeah.
Like, man, you bet at $15 million a year, he better put up at least 1,100 yards, at least 8 touchdowns. Solid number one numbers.
Yeah.
For that contract. So it's ADP. Man, if you can get him in round 10 based on his contract, you're getting a steal. Personally, I'm thinking around maybe wait around round 10, 8 to 10 would be fine with me.
Okay.
Just because you're being he's inconsistent. You just don't know. And with Lamar Jackson, he's not going to get you 5,000, 4,500, 5,000 passing yards. He's not going to.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think if there's still a couple of good players out there around 10, I don't have too much faith in Odell Beckham. I mean, I feel like they're going to try to get him the ball, but there's injuries and then there's injuries. He's tore his ACL twice already. Just like you said, the contract is amazing to me. I just felt like
I can't believe he squeezed that out.
Yeah, I just feel like they're just trying to keep Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. That team kind of do. Who do you want, Lamar?
And then you got guys like Josh Jacobs who's getting $12 million a year, and Jonathan Taylor can't even find a trading partner for his value. But I mean, yeah, they had bad seasons. Well, Taylor did, but I mean, he wasn't healthy. He didn't get any help from the quarterback situation they have in the Colts. So I mean, man, he better produce. To me, better.
Yeah,
has to.
Absolutely, and hopefully he is a fantasy sleeper this year. To all you Odell Beckham drafters.
I did get him though. I think I got him in one of my fantasy rounds in the later rounds, anywhere from 8 to 10. But I think I did get him. Okay, was it this one? I don't think it was this one. Let me see. What was picked? Shoot, where did I go? Oh yeah, I did right there. Round 8. Round 8. Yep, I got him round 8.
Okay.
I think that's reasonable for being paid like a number 1.
Yeah.
Then I think if you're gonna get paid like a number 1, they're gonna draw up a lot of plays for you. They're gonna throw you the ball in a lot of situations. Basically, you're gonna fill that number 1 need that they didn't have, and you're gonna get the opportunities. It's just on you whether Odell takes them or not.
And he got to stay healthy.
Got to stay healthy, man. All these injuries, dude. He's 30 years old now, on the wrong side of 30.
Yeah.
So he's got to perform. At least he's got 2 more years left max. I would think, being an elite receiver. Otherwise, it's all downhill from there.
All right. Well, this was our this week's Red Zone Fiend segment. Tune in for us. Should be having another video pretty soon. We'll be here every Sunday.
Like, subscribe. Hit the
Share,
like button,
tell
subscribe,
everybody.
share. Everybody, share on Facebook, TikTok, everything. We'll be here.
And one more shout out to all my fantasy footballers, League of Champions, Hit Squad. Good luck on this year's fantasy. Not too much luck, but hopefully everybody does okay. All right, we'll see you guys soon.
Till then.
Yeah, I know Aiden O'Connell's going to bring us back.
Yeah, at least they got Josh Jacobs to re-sign.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs did sign, so
Yeah.
we should be in good hands right now.